I am an MBA from AMU. It is some place I grew up in, I mean mentally and spiritually, to really appreciate what this man, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, did for, in terms of creating the Great University. We have to go back in time 200 years, a time when the Muslims in India were in very bad situation, economically, financially, in terms of education. They were in very bad shape. Here was a man who stood up in that time when people thought by teaching English to the children that they are going against the basic pillars or tenements of Islam, or by sending the kids to Western education, that they are bringing the kids into not respecting their own belief or religion. In this case, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan stood up without regard to race, color, religion, creed, and he tried to establish an institution that would give education to not only the Muslims, which was meant for Muslims primarily, but also to anyone who was in that spectrum who needed help to get education. The most important asset of any academic institution are its alumni, because they have gone there, spent the best part of their lives in that institution. They have engaged, learned, matured physically, mentally, emotionally, because from high school you're still a kid. When you come to the university, suddenly you are your own young man. There's nobody to tell you to come back home before sundown or sunset. Nobody to ask you, have you prepared for your examinations? So you become self-sufficient. And during those formative years, we spend the best part of our lives getting education to be able to serve society in a very meaningful way. After their name, they write a league. As a young child in Lucknow, growing up in my formative years, I would often go to these old Lucknow areas, and many of those doors outside had the name of the person whose house it was, and it would say M.A., B.A.L.L.B. and a league. So only Aligarh has the unique positioning that the people love it so much that they put their name as a league even after the degrees. So when we leave our university, it's important to make sure that the university has got enough bandwidth, enough growth, so that it continues to serve future generations who come to the university to learn, educate themselves, and be responsible citizens of the country. With a small or large donation, it's not the money. It is the engagement as well. Money is a very important aspect of it, by the way. But giving money is one part of it, of the equation, but being involved or engaged at the university on a day-to-day basis to provide your expertise or help at any level, because that is what you can do to make sure to see that you sustain or build upon the vision of Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, which was to provide education to anybody. Education is not the jagir of mine or yours or caste or creed or young or old. It can be to anyone who has a desire to learn. I thank the founder of the university that he, in these 200 years, he has made the lives of millions of people, of families across the country, given them the right education, the training to become responsible people. And my tribute to him would be to be a good human being, a man with no boundaries in my mind of any bias of any kind. What he wanted us to be a very important support system for everyone in society. And that's what is my tribute to our founder, because without him, I would not be here. And the best tribute to him is to have his high ideals in my daily living and thinking. So be an ambassador around the world as a true Aligharian.